question, ladies and gentlemen, that we are asking is, just on the 17th of March 2017, this is the NIA which is calling for 13 Pakistani prisoners to be investigated in the Samjhauta blast case. If the NIA is looking for these Pakistani prisoners now, when we don't know whether Pakistanis will be returned by the Pakistan government, the question we are asking is, why did the UPA government let at least 2 Pakistanis off with a discharge note within 14 days of their arrest? Usman Mohammed and Azmat Ali. That's the question we are asking on the News Hour tonight. And joining me this evening is GVL Narasimha Rao, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Rakesh Sinha, RSS ideologue, Major General GD Bakshi, Defence Analyst, Alimuddin Khan, Political Analyst, Mahmood Paracha, Senior Lawyer, and Saeed Asim Waqar, National Spokesperson of the AIMIM. But my first question goes across to you, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao. Do you think, as a man who is arrested from the Wagah border, a man who's handed over to the Indian agencies, to the Haryana police from the Punjab police in 2007, a Pakistani who came into India without a passport, where there were suspicions that he was carrying a suitcase into the Samjhauta Express and came in with the suitcase, left without a suitcase. Those were the allegations against him. A Pakistani who roamed around India for 6 months under assumed names and identities was let off by the Haryana police only because they wanted to give him a discharge note. They didn't find anything. Is this as simple as it seems, or is there more to it, Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao?
No, Navika, I think one has to stretch one's imagination. I think it's very incredulous that you let off someone with such dubious background and then give him a clean sheet and simply let him get away. Just contrast this with Kulbhushan Jadhav case. He was kidnapped from Iran and then they foisted cases on him. They have not even allowed consular access to him. Look at the way Pakistan has dealt with a bona fide Indian citizen. And then the manner they have harassed him, they have not let him off, even after intervention of the ICJ. But look here, the UPA's and the Congress party's, their eagerness to simply send back the Pakistani terrorists. Why? I think if you cannot really look at this in isolation. The Congress party must tell the country as to why they let off Pakistani terror suspects while they continue to really keep in custody people who have been arrested in this case from the Indian side. Was for Congress party, why did they politicize terror? Why did they have to even somehow give a clean sheet to Pakistan to somehow malign the entire religion of Hindus? I think it did not suit their political subtext that Pakistan and Pakistani terrorists were involved in these incidents. They wanted to create a bogey of Hindu terror, and they wanted to build up all this to somehow suit their political interest. What can be more anti-national than playing with your national security, than letting your neighbor, inimical neighbor, to bleed you, and then on top of it you give him a clean sheet? This is not an isolated incident. Look at the statement.
Mr. Alimuddin Khan, Mr. Alimuddin Khan, let me read out a statement of a senior Congress leader. Mr. Alimuddin Khan, let me read out the statement of a senior Congress leader, a general secretary no less, a man who is really seen to be, at least was seen to be till some time ago, the mentor of your vice president and your tallest leader, Rahul Gandhi. What did Digvijay Singh on June 17, 2011 say? He said, I have been saying RSS was spreading terrorism in the country and it has been making bomb factories. That's what he said. And he said the possibility of Sanghi fascists cannot be ruled out in the Samjhauta blast. He also said that he's not called them Hindu fascists but Sanghi fascists. So you were in such a hurry to concoct a theory of saffron terror, of Hindu terror, of Sanghi fascism. that you were working overtime. You were even letting off Pakistanis. And look at the details of the fact. The investigation officer says that these people, Azmat Ali and Usman Mohammed, were arrested on the 3rd of March 2007. And on 20th of March, they were given a discharge note. In 17 days flat, you had the entire investigation done and you found that they had no role. They were Pakistanis. They had come in without a passport. They had lived in India for 6 months and toured various places, including Kanpur, Allahabad, Surat, all these places without a valid passport, lived in assumed names like Rajesh Khanna with an address of Patel Nagar in Delhi, and they were not suspicious. But Colonel Purohit, who was an army man who kept his senior army people informed about his movements, he was an accused. Why these double yardsticks, Mr. Alimuddin Khan?
Navika ji, first of all, whatever Digvijay Singh ji has said, that's true. Number one. Number two.
It's true?
I tell you.
Are you saying it's true?
Yeah, it's true. Now Yes, I'm telling you.
No,
see, a 5-year-old child named Narendra, a 5-year-old child whose name is Narendra, he saw his father has given 2-3 hookahs to one to Brahmin, one to Brahmin. Listen, GVL, GVL, I'm talking about whom you follow. I'm talking whom you follow. A 5-year-old boy, sir. GVL ji, a 5-year. Listen to me, you are a gentleman, sir. You are a gentleman, sir. Give me time, sir.
So
I listen to you. I heard you, sir. You now listen, please. GVL ji,
no, are you and Rahul Gandhi Indians, or are you also Pakistani?
Whose father has given 3 hookahs. Sir, listen to me. A 5-year-old boy whose father has given 3 hookahs, one to Brahmin, one to Kshatriya and one to Muslim. He tried all 3 hookahs. And his father said, why? He said, because I wanted to check the taste, but taste is same. Why you have given 3 hookahs? And same child delivered on 11th September 1893 in Chicago. He delivered his speech and he said that no religion is inferior or superior to others. And he was Sri Vivekananda ji, to whom you follow today. And another...
Higher-ups ordered me to release Azmat Ali. Who were these higher-ups? Can they only be the higher? These orders from higher-ups, were they higher-ups only in the police bureaucracy, or were they higher-ups in the political stakes that were giving these orders? Because we know in 2008 what was the disposition of your government. You wanted to create, the UPA wanted to create a whole basis for a new narrative on saffron terror. Did this fit into that particular equation and formula and laboratory that you had?
Saffron terror was there and saffron terror is still there. Saffron terror is still there. What is happening in the streets of the country? What is happening in the roads, on the roads of the country by the governments? Is it not a terror?
That is what Pakistanis claim.
Is it not a terror?
That is what Pakistanis claim. if Congress party considers itself to be a Pakistani party, I have no problem.
Mr. Alimuddin Khan, are you an Indian or are you a Pakistani? Mr. Alimuddin Khan, are you an Indian or are you a Pakistani? Do you think terror in this country is coming from saffron groups, or do you think terror in this country is coming from Pakistan?
Navika ji, anybody speak against Narendra Modi government is a Pakistani. That is your jumla. Nobody care about that jumla. But as far as I am concerned, I am telling you that no government, be it BJP, UP or any government, will support Pakistan or their terrorists. No one government will support them. They are enemies, everybody knows them.
No, but you have...
So Rakesh Sinha...
But as far as your expose is concerned, it's a good expose.
Singh has done that, Rahul Gandhi has done that, Chidambaram has done that, Sonia Gandhi has done that, and you are doing it.
Form another SIT.
You all have backed Pakistan.
GVLG, you form SIT.
Surgical strikes,
you form SIT. Why you go to Pakistan, Baba? You are doing Pakistan job here in the country.
RSS or the BJP, their training camps are promoting Hindu terrorism, a word he had to withdraw later. Mr. Rakesh Sinha, do you think the fact that Pakistanis who had been caught, who were suspects, where investigations were on, were decided that they were innocent and discharge notes through the courts were given to them within 14 days and they were said, Bhai sahab, aap to jaiye wapas Pakistan, aapke against kuch nahi hai hamare paas. And 8 years, Swami Asimanand, Colonel Purohit have been languishing in jails. Why haven't they been shown any such consideration? Because they fitted into the narrative that the UPA wanted to convey about saffron terror?
Navika, first of all, I congratulate Times Now. The reason is that, unlike other terror incidents, there has been vagueness on Samjhauta Express because layers of lies by the UPA government and IA created some kind of suspicion in the mind of the people that it was a domestic handiwork. But this exposure, unraveling of the about the Azmat and Usman, how they were released without any investigation, without any polygraphy test, this categorically shows that UPA government was friendly to terror organization, UPA government was friendly to the Pakistani terrorist organization. As for Alimuddin Khan, kindly consider it that we are discussing terrorism, we are not discussing internal politics. You can oppose Narendra Modi ji, someone can oppose Sonia Gandhi, that is a different matter. But here we are discussing the existential problem. Entire world is united. Here Times Now is revealing. It is not, the revelation is not coming from the RSS headquarters or any political party headquarters. It is coming from an independent media house. That is revealing that 2 terrorists, suspected terrorists, they were released at the instance of the seniors. Who were the seniors? Those people who wrote the script of the Hindu terrorism. Who wrote the script of Hindu terrorism? Not Sindhe, not Chidambaram. It was the 10 Janapath headquarters of the Congress party. It was Chidambaram and Sindhe were appeasing Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi. You know, Rahul Gandhi, WikiLeaks revelation, what did they say? Rahul Gandhi said, Hindu terrorism is more dangerous than Al-Qaeda. This was the authentic version of Rahul Gandhi. Congress has not denied this statement of Rahul Gandhi. So whatever Rahul Gandhi desired, so Digvijay Singh was doing. And one of the editors was removed from the newspaper, in the Urdu newspapers, because he wrote the book, that RSS conspiracy, 2611 RSS conspiracy. He was removed. He had apologized on the front page that it was his fault. But Digvijay Singh has not apologized because he is a political leader. Because the Congress party is the ex-ruling party. I think that on the question of Samjhauta Express, there was a clear-cut message of the Congress to reach the RSS headquarters, to defend the Hindu civilization. It is not the question of RSS, it is not the question of Hindutva movement, it is not the question of BJP. They have defended 10,000 years old civilization. You go for the Google search, there are 10 million Google search of Hindu terrorism, but that is not a single Hindu terrorist proved by any court, by any court of the world. So I think that this revelation at least has unmasked the real purpose, real intent of the UPA government, other than the NIA which was acting on behest of the 10 Janpath. And I am not going to make a scapegoat these officers. It was a clique which was operating from the 10 Janpath. The clique was led by Sonia Gandhi. She was happy because she was besides a political person, she had other intention too. I am making allegation, and this Alimuddin Khan, kindly withdraw your words. Your postal address is India. Your postal address is not Pakistan. The way you are talking, it seems that someone from the Pakistan is pleading the Hindu terrorism. You have hundreds of the grudges against the RSS. You can demand a ban on the RSS, but don't do anything which is legitimizing the Pakistani terrorists. Now the government of India is trying to get back the 14 people. You are legitimizing. You are giving a space to them.
Do you not accept
kindly don't provide a space to them. Kindly don't do the cheap politics and dirty politics.
What do
you are involved in a dirty politics.
Nobody should raise.
You are still the part of the ex-dirty trick department of the Congress. I consider Alimuddin Khan the vestige of the dirty trick department. Now the Congress is fighting for its existence. Congress should unlearn from the past. Congress should unlearn its past activities. He should accept that. He should apologize to the nation. I demand the apology from the Congress.
You should apologize
to the government, the Home Minister, and the Huda government, and the Congress government, the state government.
What do you are doing?
It is not a small thing. That two elite terrorists from Pakistan were released. They were allowed to stay in India with the fake address, fake names.
What you are spreading hatred.
You don't have any answer. You are talking here and there.
You are responsible for
भानुमति का कुनबा बनाना. आप भानुमति का कुनबा मत बनाइए अलीमुद्दीन खान. आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? आप समझ नहीं रहे हैं. You don't know. Kindly go back to your home and just replay the Times of debate. What are you speaking?
You are a 80%.
If anybody not seeing your face, you would consider that a Pakistani panelist sitting on the platform. You are serving the purpose of a Pakistani panelist. Alimuddin Khan, be a responsible citizen. We can have 100 of the differences. You can oppose me, I can oppose you. But you know the entire world is uniting against the terrorism.
Well, the question, gentlemen, is, and let me go across to Major General G.D. Bakshi, who's been waiting patiently. Major General G.D. Bakshi, 10 years after the Samjhauta blast, we are still nowhere near conclusively establishing who was responsible. The question is, 10 years after the Samjhauta blast, we may have to come to a stage where investigations, where the possible Pakistan angle will have to be re-examined, which is why India is asking for 13 Pakistanis to be sent back. Will that ever happen now in 2017? 10 years after Samjhauta blast, we are left wondering if there was any element of political pressure or political interference in the investigation, and whether or not the manner in which the investigation progressed was something that really needs to be looked at very closely. The fact is, 10 years have passed, Mr. G.D. Bakshi. The question is also that there are 3 accused of so-called saffron terror suspects: Colonel Purohit, our army man, Sadhvi Pragya Thakur, and Swami Asimanand. At the same time, we see a situation where Pakistanis are let off with a discharge note handed over to them saying, nothing wrong found with you, please go. When has that ever happened? Has it happened to any captured fishermen? Has it happened to anybody who's walked across from the Pakistani side to India? But why were these 2 people let off and sent back to Pakistan, Major General G.D. Bakshi?
Can I just make some 3 quick points? Number one, you know, at that stage, the day after the Samjhauta blast, the Pakistani Foreign Minister, Mr. Kasuri, was to come to Delhi for peace talks. Number one fact. What have we seen, Navika, in recent times? The pattern. Every time India makes an outreach to the Pakistani civilian establishment for peace talks, the Pakistani deep state stages an incident. And one day before those peace talks, we had this blast. The intention was quite clear that the ISI was trying to derail the peace talks. There is the testimony of the guard at the railway crossing near the railway station where the blast took place, that the train had slowed down at the railway station. It hadn't stopped, but it had slowed down, and these 2 people had gotten off. Subsequent interrogation revealed that they had kicked the suitcase. It was on the upper berths. It had kicked the suitcase under the, you know, the lower berths. And one of them had detonated, the other had not. Now, one of these individuals, he doesn't have a passport. For 6 months, he has been gallivanting all over India, including to Gujarat, where this suitcase was manufactured. So it's quite obvious. Any fool who can put 2 and 2 together would tell you that here was the smoking gun. In 14 days, you let him off. Then you start concocting a story of Hindu terror. Let me give you another background, Navika. This is the stage when the Afghan war was on in full swing. Pakistan was the frontline state. The United States was putting pressure on you to somehow, you know, kiss and make up with Pakistan. And every time the blast would take place, the public pressure would mount on the UPA to do something, to hit back. They wanted to get off the hook and tell the Americans, look, that we are trying our damnedest best to have peace talks with Pakistan. So they found a very clever ploy of turning the public anger towards the so-called Hindu terrorists. This is one of the most elaborate conspiracies I have seen. And around that time...
That's right. It's a conspiracy, all right. And Mahmood Paracha.
There were movies made with Shah Rukh Khan talking of Hindu terror. The narrative was being deliberately crafted and disseminated. And for this, Navika, one innocent army officer, when the court of inquiry was held, 58 army men gave evidence to state that Colonel Purohit was doing this as his job. He had penetrated the Abhinav cell and he was reporting on them. And yet this man has been taken over the coals, tortured, his career destroyed. I mean, this is utterly amazing. This is utterly amazing.
That's right, Major General G.D. Bakshi and Mahmood Paracha. Mahmood Paracha, was this fitting into the narrative that the UPA wanted to give? They wanted to make the BJP, the RSS, the other Hindu organizations as the butt of all hatred and venom in the political discourse. Was this fitting into that? Because the fact is, 2 Pakistanis, where there were suspicious circumstances seen, were let off with a discharge note from the court within 16 days of their arrest. My question is, in 16 days, nobody even lets off a thief who has been caught. You were actually letting off Pakistani terror suspects within 16 days. You had examined everything, no polygraph test, no interrogation, no nothing. And this, the investigation officer says, was due to some orders from higher-ups. Who were these higher-ups, Mahmood Paracha?
Navika, now allow me to make some very solid points on hard facts. And I would request all my panelists today, your panelists actually, today to respond to me on hard facts. Everybody till now is only giving out theories. I will now present hard facts regarding these cases. You see, in 2006-2007, there were various blasts in Malegaon, Makkah Masjid, Samjhauta Express and Ajmer Sharif. Initially, Muslim youth were arrested in all these cases. Then Maharashtra ATS, led by then Mr. Hemant Karkare, a person no less than who died fighting the terrorists in 26/11. Nobody can doubt his integrity. He investigated these cases and found out that there was an organization called Abhinav Bharat who had orchestrated all these blasts, including in Makkah Masjid, including Samjhauta Express, Ajmer Sharif and Malegaon. And the declared policy of Abhinav Bharat was to raise an armed rebellion with outside forces against the judicially and constitutionally established government of India and form a Hindu Rashtra. This is investigation by a person no less than Mr. Hemant Karkare. Nobody can doubt his credibility and his honesty and his loyalty to the country. He died fighting terrorists. Now let me tell you also this. There are two books which all of our panelists should read. One is Who Killed Karkare by Mr. S.M. Mushrif, and another is To the Last Bullet by Ms. Savita Kamte. These are the two senior police officers, the widow of a senior police officer, Mr. Kamte, who died fighting the terrorists in 26/11. These are the books who will divulge the real truth. And I am fighting a PIL. I am a lawyer in a PIL in Bombay High Court, which was filed by Mr. Rajat Yadav based on the book of Mr. Mushrif. That in that case, the union government is not filing affidavits. They are taking time from the Congress time till date. I will request all of you to put pressure on the present government to let that PIL decide, and then the real truth will come out. I have also to make one more last point. The PIO who was making these statements that I let go of a terrorist, he should be arrested first, and there should be an investigation. And the
fact is that there is the requirement of an investigation after the new facts that have come in. The deposition of the investigation officer, that there was pressure up from higher ups. Was this pressure coming from the political class? That's the question we are asking. And let me go across to Saeed Asim Waqar. Saeed Asim Waqar, sir, क्या ये नैरेटिव था सैफरन टेरर का? उस वक्त जो यूपीए को सूट करता था, उन्होंने ये सैफरन टेरर का एक शगुफा छोड़ा और उसमें पाकिस्तानियों को भी रिलीज कर दिया। क्या पाकिस्तानियों को, जिनको आप पे सस्पिशन है, आप 14 दिन में रिलीज कर देते हैं डिस्चार्ज नोट के साथ? डिस्चार्ज नोट के साथ आप रिलीज कर देते हैं पाकिस्तानियों को, और आज 10 साल बाद आप उन्हीं को वापस बुलाना चाह रहे हैं। हमारी सरकार उन्हीं को वापस बुलाना चाह रही है। Saeed Asim Waqar, where is the logic that without any investigation, without any tests, any narco tests, any polygraph tests, Pakistanis were being let off? These Pakistanis who were living in India on suspicious circumstances, who had assumed names, who were traveling without passports, they were let off, sir? What was the big logic and big game plan in that?
नाविका, सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि टेररिज्म का कोई कलर नहीं होता है। टेररिज्म ना हरा होता है, ना पीला होता है, ना नीला होता है, ना लाल होता है, ना गिरवा होता है। टेररिज्म सिर्फ टेररिज्म होता है, और एक आतंकवादी को अगर आतंकवादी ही कहा जाए तो मैं समझता हूँ ज़्यादा बेहतर होगा। यहाँ पर समझौता एक्सप्रेस के ब्लास्ट से आप साध्वी प्रज्ञा और कर्नल पुरोहित को मत जोड़ें। अभी हमसे पहले जो हमारे भाई बोल रहे थे, मैं अपनी बात उनके साथ जोड़ना चाहता हूं कि प्रज्ञा पर, पुरोहित पर, इन लोगों पर सिर्फ समझौता ब्लास्ट का आरोप नहीं है। मालेगांव का भी ब्लास्ट है, मक्का मस्जिद का भी ब्लास्ट है, अजमेर ब्लास्ट का भी आरोप इनके ऊपर है। और जिन 3 अधिकारियों का भी जिक्र किया गया, हेमंत करकरे साहब, विजय सालस्कर साहब, अशोक कामटे साहब, ये हिंदुस्तान के वो जाबाज और बहादुर शहीद हैं जिनके नाम आते ही हमारे सर झुक जाते हैं और हम अदब से खड़े हो जाते हैं। ये लोग अगर ये कह रहे थे कि एक ऐसा आदमी, धार्मिक आदमी हमारे हाथ आ जाए जो गुजरात में छुपा हुआ है, तो हम पूरा नीचे से लेकर ऊपर तक खुलासा कर देंगे और बहुत बड़े बड़े पॉलिटिशियंस के नाम इसके अंदर आएंगे। और कई उन्होंने संगठनों के नाम भी इसमें लिए थे। अभी एक नाम तो इन्होंने लिया, अभिनव भारत का। इस तरह से बहुत से लिए थे। देखिए, किसी एक की गलती या किसी एक की कमी की वजह से अगर हमारे हिंदुस्तान में आतंकवाद को फैलाने वाले लोग बच जाएं, तो मैं समझता हूं ये हमारे लिए नाक कटने की बात है। और चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, अगर
मैं आपको बताऊं, सईद असीम वकार, सईद असीम वकार, असीम वकार साहब, अजमेर दरगाह ब्लास्ट केस में स्वामी असीमानंद को अक्विटल मिल चुकी है, साध्वी प्रज्ञा को बेल मिली है बॉम्बे हाईकोर्ट से मालेगांव 2008 केस में। इसमें तो सारे जो सैफरन टेरर आप गिना रहे हैं केसेस, ऑल केसेस आर फॉलिंग अपार्ट। The question is, was this part of a real Hindu terror group or was this a
मुझे ना तो
आपके सर्टिफिकेट के लिए शुक्रिया, आपके सर्टिफिकेट के लिए शुक्रिया। मैं कह रही हूँ आपने कहा, आपने पॉइंट रेज किया, आपने पॉइंट रेज किया मालेगांव ब्लास्ट का, मक्का मस्जिद ब्लास्ट का, आपने पॉइंट रेज किया अजमेर दरगाह ब्लास्ट का। मैं तीनों में कह रही हूं कि इन लोगों को तो बेल भी मिल गई है, इन लोगों को अक्विटल भी मिल गई है। तो जब आप ये केसेस उठाते हैं तो आप किस लहजे से उठा रहे हैं, ये सबकी समझ में आ रहा है, सबकी समझ में आ रहा है।
बरी कर रहा है,
बरी नहीं कर रहा, हम कह रहे हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन ये नहीं करना चाहिए। आप ये बताइए कि पाकिस्तानियों को क्यों बरी किया गया था, पाकिस्तानियों को बरी करने की इतनी जल्दी क्या थी?
सरकार से पूछिए,
कौन सी सरकार?
यूपीए से पूछिए, उनके गृह मंत्री से पूछिए,
वो तो अब रही नहीं। आप तो तब समाजवादी पार्टी में थे, सपोर्ट करते थे यूपीए सरकार को।
नाविका,
यस जीवीएल नरसिम्हा राव
से क्या मतलब है? आप प्रधानमंत्री को इंट्रोगेट कीजिए, उस वक्त गृह मंत्री को इंट्रोगेट कीजिए, आपको किसने रोका हुआ है?
नहीं, वकार बिलोंग्स टू ए पार्टी,
किसी ने हाथ
वकार बिलोंग्स टू ए पार्टी दैट हेल्स इवन याकूब मेमन। Yaqub Memon, who was given a capital punishment by no less than the Supreme Court. Waqar belongs to a party which has a problem even with that. I think let's not fool anybody. Let us accept. I think you should accept. It's Islamic terrorism everywhere in the world. It is Islamic terrorism that is talked about in the entire world.
आप कह रहे हैं कि टेरर का कोई धर्म नहीं होता, टेरर का कोई कलर नहीं होता, टेरर का कोई रंग नहीं होता, तो आपकी पार्टी याकूब मेमन को क्यों सपोर्ट करती है? रात को जाके सुप्रीम कोर्ट के दरवाजे क्यों ठकठकाते हैं आप? याकूब मेनन भी तो टेररिस्ट था। याकूब मेनन के बाद पे आप
अरविंद केजरीवाल
नहीं, even after the court heard final appeals, they actually protested even at the time of his hanging.
आपसे क्या कहा कि अगर यहाँ बैठकर जेबीएल जैसे जो लोग हैं अगर इस्लामिक टेररिज्म की बात करेंगे तो आसिम वकार बिल्कुल हिंदू टेररिज्म की बात करेंगे। अगर आप पूरे इस्लाम को गाली बकिएगा तो मेरी जबान सिली भी नहीं है,
क्या आपको शर्म है?
कटी भी नहीं है,
क्या पूरे
लंबी आपकी बराबर जबान है। अगर आप हमारे धर्म को गाली बकेंगे तो अपने धर्म को गाली खाने के लिए बिल्कुल तैयार रहिए आप।
ये धर्म की लड़ाई नहीं है सर, ये धर्म की लड़ाई नहीं है। सईद असीम वकार साहब, सईद असीम वकार साहब, ये धर्म की लड़ाई नहीं है, ये धर्म की लड़ाई नहीं, ये धर्म की लड़ाई नहीं है, ये टेररिस्ट की लड़ाई है। हम कह रहे हैं पाकिस्तानियों को क्यों जाने दिया गया। राकेश सिन्हा जी कुछ कह रहे हैं, उनकी बात सुन लीजिए। हम सिर्फ सवाल रेज कर रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तानियों को 14 दिन में क्यों छोड़ दिया गया रिलीज नोट के साथ।
सरकार आप चला रहे हैं, सरकार आप चला
चाहिए कि दो पाकिस्तानी जिन पर लिगेशन था आतंकवादी होने का 14 दिन में बिना किसी जांच का छोड़ दिया गया, इस पर आप चुप हैं। आप सुन लीजिए वकार साहब, अरे यू बिलोंग टू ए पार्टी हुज लीडर से दैट ही इज गिविंग लीगल असिस्टेंस टू ISIS एक्टिविस्ट and you are talking about the terror-free India. You are talking terror has no religion. Go in the entire world is discussing what is the reason for terrorism. A reason for terrorism is that Islam is feeding terrorism. I am not blaming the entire Islam. I am not blaming the entire Muslim community. But the reason for new emerging terrorism is what is happening in Britain? What is happening in the entire European world? What is happening in France?
क्रांति का के ना जानते हो?
अरे आप बेकार की बातें मत कीजिए यहाँ बैठकर। आप धर्म को गाली देंगे, आप भारत में रहकर आप ऐसी बातें कर रहे हैं, आप पंथ निरपेक्षता को खत्म करना चाहते हैं।
आप
असीमानंद जी की क्या गलती थी? आपको कोर्ट बनते हैं? करकरे साहब के प्रति किसका सम्मान नहीं है? करकरे साहब के प्रति किसका सम्मान नहीं है?
गुजरा है
करकरे कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट नहीं थे।
अब राकेश सिन्हा जैसे लोग सिखाएंगे देशभक्ति।
अरे बकार साहब आपकी पार्टी ने ISIS के संदिग्ध लोगों को लीगल असिस्टेंस देने का फैसला किया है। यू आर फीडिंग टेररिज्म, यू आर इंकरेजिंग टेररिस्ट, यू आर गिविंग you are giving a space to ISIS. There is no difference between your party leader.
One minute, gentlemen. Let me go back to GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL Narasimha Rao, the fact that you raised the issue of Islamic terror is being objected to by Saeed Asim Bakar. बताएं वो हायर अप कौन थे यूपीए की सरकार में जिन्होंने ऑर्डर दिया कि ये जो 2 पाकिस्तानी हैं इनको जल्द से जल्द रिहा किया जाए? क्या ये एक हिस्सा था आपके नैरेटिव ऑफ सैफरन टेरर का, और डिड यू रियली थिंक दैट पाकिस्तानीज नीडेड टू बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड ओनली फॉर 14 days and then be let off with a release note getting from the courts and they be sent back to Pakistan with full honor, while at the same time Indians in jails were being fighting cases without any evidence against them for the last 10 years? Is that the narrative?
Vivekanand ji's statement that my country cannot reach salvation until the caste system is abolished.
What are you talking about the caste system? What are you talking about the caste system? I'm asking you about Pakistanis. I'm asking you about Pakistanis.
Stop preaching.
Where is the caste card in this? No, you cannot divert the issue by getting into the caste card. Major General G.D. Bakshi, when Alimuddin Khan talks about the caste card, is he just derailing the question? Is he running away from answering the question on why the Pakistan hand was allowed to get away so lightly?
Navika, can I please ask some pertinent questions here? Is traveling in India without a passport, having assumed identities and for 6 months going all over India, is that not a legal crime? Can you just let this person off? Is this country for jaywalking? You catch a Pakistani in India without a legal passport, with fake documents, should he not be acted against?
Any terrorist organization in the country, be it UPA, Congress or any other government?
अरे भाई साहब मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं कि आपने एक पाकिस्तानी को पकड़ा विदाउट पासपोर्ट विद फेक पेपर्स और आपने उसको छोड़ दिया कि इसने कोई
पासपोर्ट एक्ट भी नहीं लगाया उसके ऊपर, पासपोर्ट एक्ट का उल्लंघन भी नहीं लगाया उसके ऊपर. You did not even charge him came under the Passport Act. The question is, even those Pakistanis, 1 minute, gentlemen, I'm running out of time.
One important point.
They were released by the court.
I'm running out of time.
Just one important point. Very important point.
GD Bakshi, you have only 10 seconds.
Navika,
please make your point.
Just one important point. Okay. Navika, when the attack of 26/11 took place, all the Pakistani terrorists were wearing the sacred saffron thread. Had Kumble not sacrificed his life and caught Ajmal Amir Kasab, that was also being called saffron terror. A book was written with Digvijay Singh Sahab.
Suspicion of terrorism have remained in jail for a long time before being acquitted or sent back, and even the charges against them vis-a-vis terrorism were not proven. They at least spent 3 or 4 or 5 years in jail. The question is, who were these higher-ups who did not apply even the violation of the Passports Act? Who were these higher-ups taking orders from? Were these orders coming from the political class at that time? New Delhi, North Block, via Bhupinder Singh Hooda to the police? That's the question we leave you with, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the big investigation that Times Now has exposed here. The NIA has already reacted and said they will look into the facts that have been revealed here on Times Now tonight on the News Hour. That's it. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining.